Hey guys, what's up and welcome back. Happy Monday, I think I want to say. For today's video, I am in a little bit of a different location. I do like to film here occasionally if the weather is nice, so then I have like natural lighting coming in. And then also it's just a little bit of a change of scenery, and I know about that sometimes, you know? Anyways, for today's video, I wanted to go ahead and share with you guys my yes, no, maybe so video. You guys do know, hopefully, if you watch my videos or if you don't watch my videos, basically, I do upload these yes, no, maybe so videos every other Friday. This past Friday, I wasn't able to upload it. Just a few things went down. I thought I would have more time. Apparently did not. And then, yeah, the night was over. So there was that. So I didn't want to miss out on the opportunity to film the video. So therefore, I'm putting it up today and filming it today for you guys. So you guys can see what's in my yes section, what's in my no section, and what's in my maybe section of makeup. I will go ahead and have my playlist down below if you guys want to watch my previous yes, no, maybe so's videos. But a lot of you guys always tell me that you do enjoy these videos just because you like to see what my thoughts are on the products. And then also what you might want to pick up, what you might want to save on, and what you're like thinking about, you know? 1 second, the USPS guys here, 1 minute. I had to change my hair color, by the way. I think I said it in 12 other videos, but hopefully you guys like it. I really do. I think it's cute. It's different. It's slightly different. It's not different, not majorly. Anyways, I have my notebook here of products that's in my yes, no, and maybe section. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's start obviously on a negative note because that's what my life is about. Like, I'm such a negative person, so the heck, get a life. All right. So the first thing that I want to talk to you guys about is from Tarte, and this is the Icy Bitch, I think that's how you pronounce it, eyeshadow palette. This basically includes, 1 second, 9 different eyeshadows, and then from what it seems like a highlighter as well. This is basically a blue tone palette. We have a green in there, but pretty much like those icy type of shades. It's kind of giving me like a little bit of Jeffree Star Blue Blood vibes. I did purchase that, so for me, I kind of feel like this would be unnecessary, but not even because I purchased that. I'm also the kind of person where even if I have doubles or triples of something in the same family, if the packaging is cute, if I'm feeling the vibe, I'll get it just because I love makeup, you know, and I need everything. But for this palette, it's definitely in my no section. Like, honestly, even if it would go on sale, I really am not gravitating towards it at freaking all. It's gonna retail for $24, which I actually think is priced pretty well for Tarte. Like, I would have expected it to be at least $30. What it says here about the palette is that it includes 5 mattes, 4 luster high impact shades from icy blues to steely silvers, 1 beaming highlighter formulated with the Amazonian clay, a formula for maximum wear, pigment, and blendability. I don't know, the reason why this doesn't speak to me is because it just looks very boring to me. I think that I'll probably be able to create maybe like 2 looks with this palette, considering the fact that there are those basic transition shades, right? And then I can just throw 1 or 2 shades on the lids, but then it's kind of like, I don't know, I should like 2 shades. And then also, I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm really not liking how it's set up. Like, I'm the kind of person where I like when things are neat, although once in a while, like, I wouldn't mind like the messiness, but this is just like, I don't like that this is such a weird thing, but if you guys can relate, then let me know. But I don't like that some of the shades are like in box forms and some of them are in a rectangular shape, and then we have a highlighter in there. Like, I like when it's all like uniform, even, nice, neat. I don't know, I don't want it. Okay, it's gonna be in my no section. Absolutely. Even if it would be $1, like, I don't like it. Just don't give a shit about this palette. Like, I don't have that with a lot. Like, sometimes I tell myself, oh, even if something goes on sale, no, I don't even care. I don't want this. All right, now let's go ahead and talk about something that is definitely in my yes section. And I'm just so excited to talk to you guys about this. Basically, this is the 90s Baby eyeshadow palette. It includes 12 different eyeshadows, and it's from the brand Shop Peachy Queen, I want to say. This palette is going to retail for about $35, which I think is kind of steep, especially considering the fact that I never heard anything about this brand. Apparently, they have over 100,000 followers on Instagram, so I'm pretty sure they're pretty substantial. The reason why I want to pick this up is because the packaging. You see what I'm saying? Like, this gets me. I'm a 90s baby. I was born in 91, and it really just speaks to my heart and soul. Like, I remember the Game Boy, and then just like, I forgot what those things are called, but like, I love the packaging. It just looks so fun. The shades are definitely pretty bright, pretty loud, and there are a few mattes in here, but mainly metallic shades. Even though this palette has a few mattes and a nice amount of metallic shades, I still think that I'll be able to create a nice amount of looks with this, like colorful, vibey looks, you know? I'm loving that bright ass pink. I can totally mix that with the Ooh La La palette from ColourPop. And then I love the selection of bright shades. We get a pink, a blue, a dark blue, a light blue, mint color, or orange color. Just a nice selection and roundup of different colors that we can be very creative with. This actually also reminds me a little bit of like ColourPop in a way. Like I feel like the packaging is giving me that like vibe, but I really want it just because it says 90s baby. And this is what I mean when I tell you guys, like sometimes when brands market their products to a certain like age group or a time period, I feel like they just get our asses, because like I don't really need this, you know, let's get real. But because it says 90s baby right over here, I need it in my life. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we only live once, so yeah. Anyways, I really want to pick this up. It's so beautiful. I don't know if I would pick it up right away. It's actually not even available. It's available on the 29th. So yeah, I don't know if I would pick it up right away, but it's on my agenda. It's just very cutesy. I think it's adorable. What do you think about this one? It's so cute. Okay, now moving on to something that's in my maybe section. This little collection is from Alamar. I think that's how you pronounce it. Aleman Cosmetics. They're basically releasing a few things for their spring 2019 line. So they're releasing a few blush trio palettes. It seems that they're releasing one for fair skin tones, one for medium skin tones, and one for deeper skin tones, which I love that they're doing that, because then they're being very inclusive and everyone gets a chance to choose to try out their products, you know. And then they're also going to be releasing 4 glosses that's going to be part of the collection. The blush trios are going to retail for $22 each, and then the lip products are going to be, the glosses are going to be $10 each, which I actually think is priced pretty well, like almost drugstore-ish, you know. You can purchase the whole entire bundle for 96 bucks though if you want to. Now the reason why this is in my maybe section is I kind of feel like it's going to be in BoxyCharm. That's why. I really do enjoy this brand's products. We got one of their palettes last year in the summertime. I forgot which palette, what it was called. But anyways, the palette is gorgeous and beautiful, vibrant, pigmented, easy to work with. And now they're coming out with their spring line, which is extremely exciting for me. But on the other hand, I don't know, I just kind of feel like I want to buy it. I really do, because besides for the fact that it's priced pretty well, like they look beautiful. Beautiful. But even if it's 22 bucks for the trio of blushes and $10 for the glosses, first of all, it's still money, you know? And everything adds up. And then besides for that, I would hate to purchase like 1 or 2 things and then receive it in BoxyCharm, because it's kind of like a little bit wasteful. If we don't end up getting it maybe by like June time, I would probably purchase it, but I think I'm gonna wait off on this, and that's why it's in my maybe section. Okay, the next few products that I want to talk to you guys about are from MAC, and this collection blew my ass out of the park. Wow, this is definitely in my yes section. I need this, and mainly for the packaging. I'm telling you, it's getting me. So MAC is going to be releasing this Electric Wonder collection very soon, which basically includes a nice amount of lipsticks, bronzers, eyeshadow palettes, brushes, the whole 9 yards. Now I will tell you guys that the eyeshadow palettes look very interesting. There are 12 different shades in each palette, and I mean, they look pretty. There's one that's a cooler tone palette, there's one that's a warmer tone palette. I think that they're nice, but I don't think that I'm necessarily going to purchase them. Like, it's not the products that I'm necessarily gravitating towards. They're also going to be retailing for $43 each, which I think is a bit up there. I mean, I know MAC is like up there in general, but especially considering the fact that I feel like the shades are not like beyond, oh my goodness, I'm probably going to skip out on that unless I go to the store and I'm like, oh my god, no. But for now, those are not the products in the collection that are making me go like, oh my god. I definitely want to go ahead and pick up, I want to say all the lipsticks. Maybe besides like the burgundy one, but there are going to be 5 lipsticks that are going to be released in the collection. Look, just take a moment for the packaging. It's so beautiful. It's like this marbly pinky goldness going on, and it's stunning, so aesthetically pleasing. If you're into packaging, this is literally where it's at. This whole collection is actually going to be available on April 4th, which is very soon. And I believe the lipsticks are going to retail for $17.50 each, which is typically what their lipsticks retail for. My bad, the lipsticks are gonna retail for $20 each. I remember when I was like 17, the lipsticks were $17 each. Then it went up to $7.50, 18. I don't remember them even being 19. I think they just skipped from 18 to 20. 18.50 to 20. All right. Okay, and then from what it looks like, there are going to be 2 different highlighters that are going to be included in this collection. One looks like it's more of like a, I don't know, like bronzy-ish shade, but the embossment is really cool. It has like this marbleized look. And then the other one has more of like a goldeny, champagne-y type of like color to it. So I'm probably gonna pick up the lighter one, even though the lighter one still doesn't look too light. Hopefully it'll work out for my skin. Those are gonna retail for $35 each, which I think is pretty like average for MAC. And then there are going to be bronzing powders that are going to be included in this collection as well. Canyon, Dreamin', and Sun Soaked Strip, which I think are new shades that are part of MAC's line. One is a little bit more lighter, one is a bit more darker, of course, and I need it. I definitely need a lighter one for sure. I don't know about the deeper one. I think it's going to be too dark for my skin. Well, what was with this hair flip? No! I need the bronzers, definitely. You're also going to be having a few brushes that are going to be included. Brushes I'm never really that crazy into because I feel like I can just get such affordable brushes at Morphe, and like some of them can be so aesthetically pleasing, but at the end game, like I'd rather spend $30 on a makeup item as opposed to $30 on a brush. Do you know what I'm saying? Let me know if you guys are like that too, or if you're like, no, I'd rather spend on the brush. They're also going to be releasing glosses that are going to be part of the collection. So we have one that's going to be like this nude concealer-y type of color from what it seems like, and then the other shades seem like they're going to be having a little bit of glitter to them, like micro glitter. So one gold shade, one white shade, whitish shade, one berry shade, and one brown. The brown one is really nice, very unique, something that I know I don't have in my collection. The lids are beautiful, same exact marbleized packaging. I'm probably gonna pick up the concealer-y one because, you know, I love concealer lips. I love wiping those away. Not really, I just love the concealer look. I don't know, I love the lips. And then the brown one I think I'm gonna pick up as well, just because I feel like it's very unique to anything that I own in my collection. Although I don't think that these are gonna be crazily pigmented where you'll actually be able to see the color that you see in the tube on your lips, but maybe it's going to give a little bit of a hint of that, and I need a little bit of a hint of brownness in my life. So I definitely want to pick up a bunch of things from this collection. Maybe I'll do like a shop with me at MAC with this collection. We'll see. Actually, now I'm thinking, last time they didn't let me film in the store, so X that idea. I'll probably go to a different one. Maybe they'll let me film there. Point is, I need most of the products in this collection. What do you guys think of this collection? Are you into it? Are you kind of like, girl, all those shades look the same, it's just the packaging that's getting you? Or are you like, listen, we need that. We all need that in our lives. Okay, then moving on to two palettes that are in my maybe section. Well, actually one is in my no section and one is in my maybe section. They were both initially in my no section, but now that I'm looking at it again, I'm like, I think I need one. Anyways, these are the Stila eyeshadow palettes. So basically Stila recently released two different eyeshadow palettes with 12 different eyeshadows included in each palette. Each palette is going to retail for $52, which I don't know, to some it might seem like reasonable, but I feel like it's a little bit pricey. You know what I'm saying, for Stila, especially considering the fact that it might be a TJ Maxx. Like, I'm predicting that it will be a TJ Maxx. I don't know for sure, but like, we're gonna keep that between us. We'll talk about it in a TJ Maxx predictions video. Anyways, there's gonna be one palette that has a nice amount of brown shades. There's a green, orange, and some orangey type of shades, and this palette is giving me Pat McGrath vibes. I don't know if you guys are with me on this, but when I saw it, I'm like, well, is this Stila or Pat McGrath? Because it looks very, very similar. And I mean, if these shades will perform as well as the Pat McGrath ones, then we have a winner here. 1 second. But if not, then I mean, like, it's gonna be a pity. Anyways, this is one palette that is attracting me, so it is in my maybe section. I think I might wait till it maybe goes in the sale section, which I think it might, or, you know, maybe at TJ Maxx. But I definitely do want to pick it up. If I go to Sephora and swatch it and see that it's like groundbreakingly beyond gorgeous, gracious, guarantee style, like words that I'm making up, then I'll pick it up. But for now, it's not something that I'm like, oh my god, I need to run out to and get, you know? Then the other palette is in my no section. So this is kind of like a maybe and no section. This is a palette that has a nice amount of purples, blues, matte shades, and metallic shades. This definitely does not attract me at all, especially for the $52. I know that I'll get like no use out of this, or maybe like I'll use it once a year or something. Like, I'm not gonna spend $52 on this, you know? So this is a palette that's in my no section. I do think that the reason why these are in my maybe and no sections mainly is because of the price. I think that if it would be like $42 or $36, which I would expect from Stila, I don't know, then I'd be like, all right, I'll get it, you know? But $52 is up there. I don't know, I just think it's a lot. Okay, the final thing that I want to discuss with you guys is in my yes section. So for this week, we didn't have a ton in my no section. I don't know, I'll tell you guys why. Because I feel like a lot of times if something is in my no section, but if it ends up going on sale, like maybe I would purchase it. But like for the price tag, I don't want to purchase it. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't want to say it's in my no section and then it'll go on sale and then I'll buy it and you guys will be like, I thought you're not picking that up. Do you know what I mean? So I feel conflicted. How should I speak about these kind of products? Now I'm thinking to myself. All right, if you have any ideas, let me know. But the final collection I should say that I want to discuss with you guys is, by the way, this is what I'm wearing underneath. I'm looking all cool here. And this. Anyway, the final collection that I want to talk to you guys about is from Urban Decay. It's going to be in collaboration with Game of Thrones. Now, I am someone who never ever watched Game of Thrones, so it's like, how do you want this collection? But I still want it. It's just so cute. Everything is just adorably presented, and I love when brands collaborate. I think it's so fun. It gets everyone involved. It gets things to be a bit more interesting, and especially if you love the show that they collaborate with, or the person, or I don't know, the food type that they collaborate with, like you feel more of a need to pick it up, you know, and like you want to use it more, and it's more exciting. So firstly, there's going to be the Game of Thrones Vault, which is going to retail for 250 bucks, which is basically going to include all the products that's in this collection. But what is included in this collection? So we have the Mother of Dragons highlighter palette. There are 3 new highlighting shades in there. It's the Afterglow formula, which is going to retail for 36 bucks. Then we have the Daiquiris Lip and Cheek Stain. It's a universally flattering red tint, retailing for $26. Really cool. The next thing that's going to be part of the collection is 24/7 Glide On eye pencils in 4 different shades, retailing for $44 each. Really gorgeous colors, I have to tell you guys. And then the 24/7 Glide On pencils from Urban Decay are perfection. So good. There are going to be 4 Vice lipsticks that are going to be released part of the collection as well, $19 each. And then there are going to be eyeshadow brushes, which are going to retail for 28 bucks each, which I think are so cool because it looks like swords. I'm really not into like major brushes, but it looks like a sword. Oh, I need it. And then we have the Game of Thrones eyeshadow palette, which I'm gravitating towards the most. I love that the eyeshadow palette is basically divided into 4 different families, so you can use each one separately, so it's kind of like you're getting 4 in one. But then you can kind of mix and match and create really unique and different looks with this palette as well. It is a little bit big from the picture, and it seems like it's going to be maybe a little bit bulky and extra in packaging, but I mean, it's in collaboration with Game of Thrones, so I would expect something more. So back to the lipsticks. The packaging of the lipsticks are beautiful. There's one that's like in this reddish package, which is going to be a red lipstick, a bluish package, which is going to be more of like a raspberry lipstick, a yellowy gold package, which is going to be more of like a rosy lipstick, and then more of like a blackish type of package, which is going to be a nude lipstick. The highlighter palette looks beautiful. I think it's going to be a bit too deep for my skin tones. I don't know how universally flattering it's going to be, which is a huge bummer, because I feel like if you have fair to light skin tones, it might be a bit hard to work with just based on the picture. Hopefully that won't be the case though. There's a pink highlighter, a bronzy highlighter, and then like a deeper goldish shade in here, and then the embossment is so cute. And then the brushes, like I mentioned, are like actual swords. I feel like I need a sword in my life, you know what I mean? Like a brush fake sword. So everything in this collection definitely appeals to me. Urban Decay does send me PR. Not every single time they release something. Basically how they do it is, let's say they release 10 collections throughout the year. So they send one to me, then they skip one collection, then they send the next collection, skip one collection, then send the next collection. So that way it's circulated in a way where everyone gets a little bit of everything. So I don't know if Urban Decay is going to be sending this to me per se, but if they do not, then you do know my ass will be on the eyeshadow palette, probably 1 or 2 of the eyeliners, definitely 1 or 2 of the lipsticks. I love their Vice formula, and then the highlighter palette I need, as well as those swords, which I mentioned like 500 times. I feel like I was talking for forever. I think that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely let me know what's in your yes section, what's in your no section, and what's in your maybe section. Let me know what you thought of this video. Let me know what you think of the background for this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. I love you guys so much. Bye.